Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hi, everybody. Granddaughter Crow here. It is time for the circle, and today we have been working our way around the medicine wheel, starting in the east and embodying what that feels like to you personally, giving you personal guides, tokens, animals for each direction. We also went to the south and talked about that. And today we are in my favorite direction, if one could have a favorite direction, and it is the west. I don't know why, but I always love west. It's just really like I love to stand in the west. I always sit in the west when I'm reading. It's just the west is, I'm all about the west energy. So, nevertheless, let's set sacred space as I open it up. So, welcome, 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 welcome into this space, welcome into this time. I'm going to draw a circle around this circle and dedicate this circle to sacred space and sacred time, removing my ego so I can be a clear conduit for you and for you as and the divine as it reveals itself to you to connect you to embodying the West, more of your animal guides and totems, any other guide that wants to come through and reveal itself or re-emphasize itself to you, and any token of magic that you can carry through your day-to-day until we meet again. So this is our space and our time. The medicine wheel, the West. This is a circle with Granddaughter Crow. So, overall takeaways. Today, we're going to embody the energy of the West. And I will re-emphasize this. We can conceptualize the energy. We can understand the energy. We can learn about the energy, but it's different when we embody the energy, make it almost muscle memory. That is when we're truly feeling what spirit has for us. So we're going to embody the spirit of the West. So, what does West bring to you? Once again, it is very individualized. I may embody the West and I feel differently about it, maybe some similarities with you, but maybe you have other things. In fact, I hope you do express that West feeling and what does it bring to you, and then your personal medicine wheel. So let's move in. Once again, we're talking about the medicine wheel, and we are going to wrap the whole thing up. We've been talking about each direction, and then the last circle of March, we are going to do an open free-for-all medicine wheel circle. So we may see some people come in that haven't experienced and they want a free sample of the circle. That'll be happening at the end, the last Sunday of March. Free circle. So nevertheless, we've got major things when we look at a basic medicine wheel from a shamanistic point of view. You have four directions, the north, south, east, and west. And we go clockwise, so it's east, south, west, and north. We have four times of day and night, morning, noon, evening, and nighttime or midnight. We have the four bodies of existence, which is the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. However, when we go around the circle for the medicine wheel, we're actually going, oh, we're going the mental body, the spiritual body, the emotional body, back up to the physical body. And then the elements, earth, air, fire, water. And in this, we go air, fire, water, earth. And then we have your animal totem, guide, and token, which, of course, at the end of each of these episodes, we're going to be doing a guided meditation to go into the West so that you will be able to connect with what Spirit shows you about the meaning of the West for you. Once again, we can get stuck in systematic thinking, which at first is really good because it gives us foundation. But after we have such a strong foundation, don't let the foundation limit you. Always make sure that you have foundation, but the foundation that you have supports your growth and your expression, your authentic expression. So now let's move. Okay, so the medicine wheel. Here we go. Sorry, gotta scratch my leg. So we started in the east, which is the morning time, the springtime, that we talked about the mental body and the element of air. We talked about your personal animal totem, and then we started including guide and token. And then what does the east mean to you? Then last time we went and we started warming it up a little bit. We went into the south with the noon and the summertime, the spiritual body and the fire elements, your personal animal totem, and what does south mean to you? And today we're moving around the circle to over here where we have the west. The west is evening and autumn. Start thinking about what does evening and autumn feel like to you? We're going to talk about the emotional body and the heart body and the element of water and your personal animal totem, guide, and token. And what does West mean to you? Because ultimately, when we personalize the medicine wheel, then we can stand within the circle and balance all the energies. And when we personalize the medicine wheel, we can then start realizing, oh, I've been really doing a lot of east over the last 2 weeks. Maybe I should move over to the west or maybe the south so that we can balance. And so you embodying it once again, and I keep driving it home, you embodying it will help you to have another foundation that allows you to navigate where you are personally in your life and on your journey when you are need to rebalance and systemize thinking. Which reminds me, the the word balance or the concept of balance. So, the word balance and the concept of balance, a lot of people think I will achieve balance. But the reality of balance is constant shifting and adjusting because of the environment, because of the pressures. Balance is something that you constantly work with and towards. It's not an achieved state where you're like, okay, I'm balanced. Let's go on. Check. It actually is something that is a practice. It's a practice in your daily life, balancing your emotions, balancing your head and your heart, balancing your meals, balancing how much rest you get. And in addition to that, balancing where you are overarching within your medicine wheel, balancing your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, balancing your self expression, and balancing. Somebody can't tell you how to balance. It's actually something that you learn how to do. You learn how to do. So I love talking about that because a lot of times people just say, "Oh, well, I'm balanced. Oh, I'm clear. I'm clean." It's like it's not it's not a thing to achieve. It's actually something to continuously practice. It's just, it kind of makes me think it's just kind of like when you eat a balanced meal and then you digest said balanced meal, then you're like, I'm done. But you're going to have to do it again in 8 hours or in 4 hours. It's something that you constantly do. You constantly eat, you constantly digest, you're constantly full, then you get hungry. And the same is with balance. You are balanced, and then all of a sudden you get thrown off by information or emotion or something, or something happens in your environment. So it's a constant thing. So it is with cleansing too. Just really good food for thoughts on balance. So now let's go into more. Oh, today we are talking about the evening and autumn. These are two of my favorite times. We've got the surfer girl, and she's out there on the West Coast because the sun sets in the west, and she's got cooling down, and those tides are coming in. This is a sensation. All you empaths out there that can see this picture, go ahead and empath the picture. Can you kind of smell the salt? Can you feel the moisture? Can you feel the sun? Can you kind of feel the sand under your toes? Embody this feeling because this is a perfect picture of West. Sunsets and cooling down, relaxing. I love to relax at the end of the day. It's like I do I do my chores, my happy work, my fun. And then at the end of the day, I like to sit back and go, I did it. I relax at the end of the day and I reflect on, what had happened. And I talk about to my husband, what had happened. We digest the situation, but it's a cool down time. That's how I embody it. And then it's also a good time to let go and release, letting go and releasing. So that's probably most aptly described by the in the autumn, the leaves turn and they release and they let go and they dance happily down the forest floor. And so it is with us. There are times when we organically need to let go of certain ideas, certain thoughts, certain processes, because it's just the time to let go and release. And a lot of times we get, oh, I need to let go. I need to let go. And it's like, just watch the tree. The tree will teach you how to let go and release organically, and that it's a natural thing as we progress. And so it is with autumn and the evening. It is a time to let go and release. Another thing I want to kind of say here is that um, sometimes during the day, we may get news that we have to take a minute to digest. And it may take us a little bit longer than just an evening to let go and release. But ultimately, when you look at autumn, when you look at the evening, it'll show you natural, organic ways to let go and release. Let go and release. Doesn't that just sound like spa day or something? It sounds like spa day. Okay, so this is embodying parts or elements of the West. So now we talk about, once again, we look at the four bodies of existence. The physical body is the earth element, the emotional body is water, mental body aligns with air, spiritual body aligns with fire. And today we are going to be looking at and focusing on the emotional body and the water element, which I love. I love to do that. So the emotional body, one thing I want to point out is that being a highly sensitive person isn't being a weak person. It actually takes a lot of strength to be emotionally intelligent. It takes a lot of strength and courage to go out into the world as a highly sensitive person, to talk and connect with people on that deep level. So, highly sensitive people, empaths, you're rock stars. You are strong. And I want to talk about the emotional body because a lot of times what happens is that in the old school days, let's just take it back to Henry Ford and, doing the what do you call that? The process line or whatever it is. Um, and so Henry Ford had these big factories, the Industrial Revolution, and all of a sudden people became numbers. Employees became numbers. The idea at that time was leave your emotions and your thinking at the door. We need you to do this. We need you to operate this way. And they became numbers. And back in the day, people would get a job. Like I'm speaking to a lot of boomers, you get a job and you stay there. You retire there. You are dedicated, but you're still a number. Well, it was probably what in the 1980s when we started talking about emotional intelligence. And in the workplace, Daniel Goleman wrote that book, Emotional Intelligence, and it was focused to the workplace. And I thought, as a child, I'm like, woo, good. That means that we get to bring emotions into the workplace. I think it was, for me, it was one of those flags that said, yeah, we get to kind of start becoming people in the workplace. And so there is a lot of ideas that we're still shedding around the negative connotation of emotion. Emotion don't make you weak. Sensitivities don't make you weak. They actually make you strong and more invested living a fuller life. So let's get into first, I give you permission in this sacred space to feel all your feelings. You will not be judged for they just want to be expressed, to open up your heart chakra. And this is why I'm going to show you how strong the emotional body is. The heart is the first thing to develop within the womb. It develops before the brain. So it's priority. There is a magnetic field that can be viewed off of certain equipment that the heart radiates a magnetic field that is 100 times stronger than the brain. So, and then the magnetic pulse that we can exude from our heart can be seen with this certain equipment 3 to 10 feet from the body, and the heart comforts and heals. So, I'm going to say that one more time. The heart is a beautiful thing. It is the first thing that develops within the womb, even before the brain. The heart can send out a magnetic field that is 100 times stronger than the magnetic field that the brain can send out based on certain equipment. I believe heart math is where you can find more information about that. And then it also says that the equipment will actually see your heart's energy magnified 3 to 10 feet outside of your body, picked up by these, testing machines. And so with that, I kind of think, well, telepathy, you can move objects with your thoughts. It's like, But if the heart's magnitude is 100 times, and I got all these stats from what is it again? I'm getting so involved in my heart. I'm like, I'm out of my head right now. Heartmath.com. They study heart energy. And that if we want to truly move things, maybe it's through our energetic heart body. And in the guided meditation, we will be talking about that energy. It also, once you exercise balancing your heart energy, and we'll just do a little exercise right now. If you are in a space and a time, I'm just going to invite you to inhale through your nose, hold that breath, and exhale through your mouth, gently breathing, relaxing, scanning your body and just relaxing your muscles, adjusting, readjusting. Now, I want you to move your consciousness into your heart. I want you to feel it. Can you hear it beating? Can you feel it beating? Can you pick up on your pulse? And now let that pulse start beating outside of you, radiating naturally outside of you, expanding to your energetic field as far as you wish to stretch it. And in that, let the heart energy manifest a beautiful healing, cleansing, releasing, relaxing energy for you and those that you love. Now, of course, you can continue to do that. And maybe I'll clip that and send it to you guys as a short clip so you can do that exercise, because the power of it is so big that if you get people who exercise their heart like that, they know how to regulate emotional energy. And if there are three people in a room and one person is emotionally dysregulated, the other two, by just being in the same room with regulated heartbeat, love, expression, expansion of the magnetic energy from the heart, it will start automatically, without words or thought or deed, it will start magnetically regulating the heart and the emotions of the dysregulated person. So, yeah, that's emotional. And that is, it's almost, you guys, I'm going to say this, and I know that it's being recorded. It's almost like that which wants to keep us down takes away our ability to ask questions, takes away our ability to feel our feelings and to think our own thoughts and to be authentic, because your thoughts, your authenticity, and your expression of your heart are powerful. So that's why those things were taken away. Interesting food for thought. So don't let them take that away anymore. Not on my watch. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. You give yourself permission, especially as females. You're allowed to feel your feelings without thinking that you're weak. You know, it's really interesting to me. I just want to show you this picture as you guys can look at this picture and embody it. It's more of the West emotional body. I have been raised a female and a Gen Xer here, and I am raised from a biracial family. My mother's Dutch and my father is Navajo. And so I didn't know where I was in the world, and I was raised Christian, which means that the emotional body is a no-no. You're not supposed to be all emotional. That makes you a weak female in the workplace. And so a lot of times I find that I still, to this day, need to figure out my language around expressing emotions. Like, wow, I feel this. I don't know what it is. And I talk with my husband, and he's like, oh, you felt disregarded. And I'm like, oh, because I didn't have the exercise of that. And now I give you permission and I take permission to feel your feelings because they are powerful. The heart's job is to comfort and to heal automatically. It calms and it heals. To me, this is our healing pool of water. I'm gonna go get my bathing suit on and meet you guys in here. We could go for a swim. I'll go under the waterfall and let it wet my hair down and go for a swim. Oh, and then we could have like grapes over here and maybe some cheese, or I don't know, hummus. Everybody bring a snack, and then we'll have some food, and this will be our beautiful, safe environment to feel all of our feelings in a beautiful way. Healing energy. Oh, well, that came fast. It's time for the meditation. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Realize that water, realize that the West is like evening, the autumn, time of releasing, letting go, relaxing. Realize that it is in your emotional body that is expressed and aligns with the spirit of the West. And the element of water is there. And then realize that that emotional body is so strong. And a lot of times we think, well, I've got to be specific and intentional. Maybe be heart specific and intentional and allow that to lead what your projects and other things that you're doing. So here we go. We're going to go into what, like a 7 to 10 minute guided meditation. So awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome into this space. Welcome into this time. We are in sacred space. We are in a magical time. I'm going to invite you to inhale through your nose, hold it within your body, exhale through your mouth. Continue to relax. Inhale, find your own rhythm, hold, find your own timing, release. Oh, it just feels good. This is the beginning of what the West feels like. So now we are going to, there's 5 steps that descend before us. Let's descend these steps together. So 5, relax 4, relax 3, relax 2, relax 1. Now we find ourselves in a small but cozy room where there is a table and a coat rack. So let's move over to the table. Set down anything and everything that you are carrying, all concerns, all projects, all things that you're carrying. There's a sign from the divine that says, anything that you set here will be taken care of. So then you move over to the coat rack and you put any hats and cloaks of identities and titles and positions that you carry, and you just become you, comfortably secure you. And we move over to the door. And before we open the door, let's take another deep breath, realizing that as we move through this door in just a moment, we will be entering the spirit of the West. So now when you're ready, open the door, step through the door, and allow the door to gently close behind you. Sense the landscape that you are in. What is the temperature? Breathe in deeply. Allow the landscape to gently stabilize itself. Whether you see it, smell it, or simply know that it's there, sense the environment. Begin to move into this environment. As you move into this environment, go ahead and consider your heart, your beautiful, strong heart. And I'm going to invite you to feel your heart and allow that pulse to radiate into this environment. What are you sensing when you radiate your heart and love from your emotional body into this environment? What are you experiencing? Now begin to, it continues to radiate, but begin to move into the environment, and we're going to call out to any animal totem that wants to meet you here in this environment. Come to us. Come to us. Teach us your ways. Show us your energy. Give us your meaning, your direction, your message. We'll take a moment so you can commune with any animal that has come forward. Perfect, perfect, perfect. In addition, we call out to the keeper of this place, the guide, your personal guide in the West. May we commune with you. May you guide us. Share with us the wisdom of our heart. Share with us the wisdom that you have as we greet you in heart vibration. And we'll take another moment to commune. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Knowing that you can come and meet them in this place at any time that you wish. Now I'm going to invite you to look around the landscape. Is there any token here for you? Is there more than one? As you find your tokens of the West, I'm going to invite you to take them with you, examine them, feel them, feel their heart energy. Yes, tokens have heart energy too. Feel the love within the animals, the guides, the tokens, the environment. We're in the West. We are safe here. We do not need the words to express our emotions, for they are understood. We are okay, and we are loved and supported and understood more than we understand ourselves here. So now we're going to return. However, you can come back and visit this place whenever you wish. So let's move back over to the door. Decide whether you want to take the animal with you or not. Decide whether the guide stays here or comes with you. Decide whether you take the tokens with you. And now we're going to open the door, step through the door, and allow the door to gently close behind us. Now we're in that small but comfortable room, and we notice a fresh glass of clear, crystal, healing water. I'm going to invite you to drink this water. And as you do, strength and healing and cleansing and love and peace and joy come to you. Answers come to you. Beauty is within you now. Clarity is within you now. When you're done, let's set the glass down and we'll ascend the stairs together. So on my count, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we are returning here to the Zoom call, to the recording, to this space and time. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, stretch. And I am looking forward to hearing from you. What did you experience? What is that energy for you? So awesome, my dear. As your body memorizes that energy, I'm going to invite you to apply it this week. Every evening this week, face the west. Remember what you experienced in the meditation. Remember what it feels like. Be in your heart-centered emotional body. Remember and commune with your animal, your token, your guide, whatever came with you, whatever was revealed to you. And as you do so, embody it, feel it, not conceptually, but within your muscle tissue. It's empowering. So, guess what time it is? Pick a group. Do you want to be in group 1, group 2, or group 3? Here we go. Message, this week's message specifically for you here in the circle. So, group 1. Oh, you've got the deer here. The stag has shown up. And it is the rest and cleanse moon, balanced relationships, self-expression, and boundaries. That beautiful green, let me put it up here, green heart chakra energy. Grounded, four-legged in the stag. Oh, you guys get the healing energy. The snake. The snake to me means a lot of things, but it really means the power to transmute lemons into lemonade, the power to transmute healing energy, the power to be able to transmute anything that feels poisonous or diseased and transmute it into beautiful life force. It's the caduceus, right? Right? It's the caduceus. It's the medical symbol. Let the healing energy flow through you. It's really interesting because a lot of healers will go out there and they get into their spiritual body and they send healing. Maybe it's easier just to get into your heart and let it radiate out and let the energy do whatever it's going to do. It's organic. It knows what to do. Okay, group 2. Ooh, group 2. You guys get the medicine wheel, the whole shebang, the medicine wheel. The bear is there. The oh, I forgot his name. It starts with the letter A. Anyway, you know what it is. I can kind of see it. Antelope, thank you. And then the hawk is there, and then you guys get this little fox there too. And it says oneness, inner growth, contemplation. You are in the cycle of the medicine wheel. Let's take it from the top this week. Take it from the top with feeling, is kind of what my husband says. Oh, You guys get the Jaguar. This one is your ability to see the truth. And so nobody can con you. You're like, doesn't make sense. So you take it from the top with feeling, trust your gut, you know what's going on, and we're going to have a wonderful week. And now, group three. Okay, group three. You guys get the birdies. You've got the raven and the owl and the hummingbird and the hawk. It talks about the ripe berries and life lessons, victory and courage. But in truth, what I look at when I see this is I look at a lot of beautiful air energy. I see the hummingbird in the front. Think joyfully, think agile, be agile. You can hover, you can move forward, backwards, whichever you want. In the back, you have the raven. This is the mystery. This is the magic. This is the granddaughter crow in the back of your head, right? In the left hemisphere, you have that hawk, the messenger. You're going to be able to speak your truth and see from a bird's eye view. And then on the right hemisphere, you've got the owl. Trust your intuition because the owl sees into the darkness of the night with clear vision. So you can see within the darkness of a situation with clear vision. Okay, guys, let's see if you guys, oh, let me put the jaguar back. Mix them up just in case you guys get a jaguar too. All right, here we go. Call me psychic. You get the Jaguar too. This one really exemplifies the card that we just had because it really says pause, leap, run, stop. You are extremely agile. I think that the jaguars have like 500 muscles that can move individually at will. You can double check. That's in actually the Black Panther, Black Jaguar, Ted Andrews. I think it's 500 muscles that can move at will individually. So you guys are very agile too, and you see impeccability within the world and the truth within situations. So yay! You guys, I had so much fun. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. It's a wrap. Embody the energy of the West. What does West bring to you? Your personal medicine wheel. And I want to say this is the medicine wheel, the West. This has been the circle with Granddaughter Crow. Once again, love ya. See you on the flippity flip.